Who the fuck likes anime?
Dude! Welcome back to the most entertaining podcast in the known universe. We at the Anime Trap House want to be a safe space for people with degenerate tendencies. We understand that you have to spend roughly 40 hours of your week suppressing your urges to yell about piss charps, barrel-aged piss, and diving headfirst into septic tanks. We serve as your release. We're the sock that you keep handy at the side of the bed, the rag that would shatter if it fell on a hard surface, the slit you cut open in your couch, and your shower drain, all wrapped into one nice package. Welcome back to another week of the Anime Trap House.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a thing where, like, it's fucking gross, but all accurate, you know?
Yeah, right?
So I can't,
that's-
like, I can be mad about it, but I can't be mad about it, you know?
I feel significantly less fulfilled when we miss a week or something.
Yeah,
you know.
Right, right.
That's my favorite season of JoJo, Degenerate Tendency.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah. I am your cum sock, Justin. Of course I choose sock. Flory, Cody, Porcelain Comrade Chambers, Harris Couchfucker Khan, and Kyle Clogged Shower Drain Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta stomp it down, dude.
Guys, a waffle
The
stomping.
waffle stomp, but instead of poop, it's just a whole bunch of. It's because his
It's
dick
just
is
a
so
glob
big.
of cum.
Kyle's dick is so
Yeah.
big that when it comes out, it's just all of it at once. It's like a
It's like
shotgun.
it's like a jellyfish. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I like to eat a lot of zinc and be very dehydrated. So that way,
yeah.
it's like you ever see, it's like
It's
too dry of Nickelodeon slime, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like not fluid enough at all.
Yeah.
It's
When
like
you can't surprise someone with it, like when they dump it, it's like really slow coming down, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're sliming me."
Oh no!
yeah.
What I picture
Like-
it as is like you know the really shitty like grape jelly that's not. It's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you just held that upside down and let it all fall out at once. That's what I picture
Yeah.
yours to be
I-
like.
Yeah.
I like the molasses idea. Like just like here comes my cum shot. Wait for it. Wait for it.
And it,
Wait for it.
it just falls out and you have to like spread it on them.
I like to think it's like Jello in a very tight vacuum sealed jar, you know,
Yeah.
and then you just hang it upside down. It just moves very slowly, and then as soon as it gets to that one part, just like straight out. you
Yeah,
know?
my dick makes that fart noise Jello cups make.
Yep.
Here comes my cum shot.
Come on. Oh.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Fucking
good.
Oh man.
And then they just say like, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning." You know.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Catch the show live every Thursday at 5 p.m.-ish over at twitch.tv/The Anime Trap House. If you can't make the live stream, then check it out on YouTube or your favorite podcast service. If you like the dumb shit we say and want even more content, then come and check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Anime Trap House. Just like our Patreon producer and the legal owner of my mustache hair after I die, Chris Christopherson Christmas Chrysler Chlamydia Purdue. If you don't have any of that green right now, it's okay. Just become a part of our community on Discord or in our Facebook group because we just want to talk to you guys.
Or just watch you post stuff.
Yeah,
We're
I like doing that too.
I enjoy everything that gets posted, whether it's like ironically or actually. You know,
Mhm.
I enjoy it.
I just want to feel like a Greek god, like just sitting in a cloud watching you post, right?
Mhm.
And then once in a while I'll come down and fuck a sheep or something. I don't know.
Kyle don't even watch the post. Kyle just sits up there playing fucking Marvel Strike Force, and then comes down every once in a while. Like, y'all got any of them goats? And everybody's like, no, no, we don't. And he's like, all right, let me know when you got it.
Gotta
Fucking
keep
back
one.
to Strike Force.
Yep.
I feel like
All
I
right.
get beckoned all the time and I never answer. So I'm
yeah,
like,
you
actually,
guys are awful.
Beckon?
I always gotta like
I
respond
answer when I'm-
for you people.
Yeah.
Okay?
I answer 100% time I'm beckoned. I would make a decent god, okay?
I am like
Everybody
30% response rate. You know,
Right. That's why
everybody
wants
knows
you.
what I'm going to say though. Like it's always something for feet.
Yeah.
or pregnant women.
Right.
Like that's
Yeah.
it. That's my
I
whole
get it.
life, honestly.
I
That's
respect it.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's all I
I-
got.
people
we
just want to see my hairy asshole. Like
we
that's
need
all they say.
we need to evolve, you know? Like you
In-
can go
into
from
what?
feet and pregnant women to like
No.
that's it. You're
No.
done. Okay.
You can stop there. All right.
That's it. He's at the final stage of his evolution.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm peak human
hmm
right now.
you may not like it, but that's what peak performance looks like.
Yep. All right. This week we are doing the Saga of Tanya the Evil, episodes 5-8. Let's do our dopey or chokey. Let's start with Cody.
I seen your lip move up and I knew a C was coming out. I was like, it could be Kyle,
Or
but
K.
it's too. It was too up.
It wasn't me.
You could tell it was a
wasn't
C and not a
Harris, yeah.
K.
It's because when he's about to say my name, he smiles,
Yeah.
and not so much for you.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna give this a choke, man. I was gonna go low dope, but I was so fucking bored. You know, I after the first episode I watched, I'm like, okay, we're gonna just keep doing the same shit that the first 4 did. And I even went from sub to dub because I'm like, I just want to do anything else while watching this because it's fucking, I don't know. I'm not, it's not pulling me in at all. I was hoping it'd be mainly like Tanya and this fucking God thing, like having a little, you know, Death Note, big brain shit on each other. I'd be like, that'd be dope. And then the God can just make people fucking do whatever, you know, and then she would have to big brain around the God. But it's so much more of like military politics than anything else. Like it's mainly just them sitting at a fucking table talking about not Germany's fucking with not Britain and not Britain.
And
is
they
fucking
don't do it good.
No, it's very boring. There is
Like
no...
I'd be fine with the military stuff and like
Yeah.
military politics. That stuff's fun, but they just don't do it good.
It could be fun if they had like intrigue or literally anything from the other countries instead of just showing them a table going, well, they're fucking us. We gotta fuck them back. I'm like, yeah, that's war. But maybe we should add layers to this.
You guys ever played Command and Conquer when you
Yeah.
were younger?
Yeah.
I feel like this anime is the cutscenes in between the missions.
Man,
I like that.
those were rough cutscenes every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
dude, you give me a Command and Conquer with little freaking Nazi Hitlers. Why did I say frickin'? That felt disgusting.
Yeah,
Freaking Nazi Hitler.
Oh my god, cut
We
that.
had a tough
dude.
time with swearing.
Who
Yeah,
edits
this is
podcast?
actually a Christian podcast
This
now.
is Christian now,
I
dude.
forgot to tell you guys.
What the heck?
What the freaking heck, dude?
I only ever played Red Alert 2, and
Oh, it was so good.
I only knew how to play one way, and that was building a ridiculous amount of pill boxes and just being like,
Yeah.
come at me, and that was it.
Played StarCraft.
Yeah.
StarCraft is good too.
Yeah, StarCraft's garbage. Yeah, is choke for me. I love the concept of it, right? I love the idea of the isekai god versus this person, but it's just not interesting enough for me, which is unfortunate. It makes me sad. Panda, dick, super soft right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Harris.
Fucking rope, dude. Get this shit out of my face. This is probably the worst thing we've ever watched in the fucking life, dude.
Wait, hold.
awful.
Worst?
Holy shit!
Yeah,
dude.
I would rather watch High Rise Invasion than
No,
this.
you do.
What?
Don't fucking
Absolutely.
say that.
Ooh,
All right.
that's
At least High Rise was funny.
No,
Whenever-
it wasn't.
It was
Whenever
so
Harris
bad, it was
has
funny.
his hoodie up, I know he's gonna come in with the hottest take I've
hot
ever
take,
heard.
dude.
He's just sitting there
Oh
like
my
Eminem, just
God.
waiting.
There's gonna be a day that Jess comes home and looks at him with his hood up, and she's just gonna leave. Like she'll come in, like, "Hey, no,"
Right.
and then just
Fuck-
turn around.
fuck-
That'll be
fuck-
it.
She's
Fuck the
gonna
beat, I
walk.
go acapella. You know?
Yeah, she's gonna walk in. Harris gonna be like, and Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage. She's gonna be like, I'm out.
Guilty
I'm out.
conscious.
I'm out.
No, like it's 4 episodes. Okay. I don't think I sat through an entire episode without pausing it, getting up and walking around because I was so fucking bored.
Yeah, it's
The writing is shit. There's literally only one character in the entire show. every other character is not a character. They might as well just be stick figures. The only thing that's good about this is the animation.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Everything else, all the other characters that are not Tanya look very similar, except for the dude with the glasses. The like you're talking about the politicking, the military politicking is like, here's a bunch of words we're gonna say, but ultimately it's gonna be just send Tanya's group.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she goes, and then she's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck shit up. That's it. That's me. And there's no conflict. I don't.
And Tanya, it's called Tanya the Evil, but like it seems like she cares about her people to a point, and then she does like a couple evil things now and then. Like the last episode, she did
pretty big evil things.
Yeah, that was bad, but like I don't know, like I feel like it should be worse with her. I don't know. You call somebody evil, and then in 8 episodes, you've had her put a dude in a pillbox that got blown up, and then you had her, do a war crime.
Yeah.
Give me more war crimes, okay?
It wasn't a war crime.
It wasn't even a war crime because she was directed to commit it.
Right.
It would be different if it was like...
But I will counterpoint to that. So at the end of episode 8, they said that Rurugan brought up that report that Dagurachev wrote. And that was from when they blew up that weapons factory.
Yeah.
So they used that loophole. So she made the loophole. So in that case, that's pretty fucked up. Like she was literally looking for a way to blow up a city.
Right.
Like she knew that was
bad. It is bad, but an anime called The Saga of Tanya the Evil. I have seen people in other animes do way worse shit than this, and they're not the main character.
Like
I'm not called evil.
I'm looking for fucking Gara levels of evil.
I need her to
dude looked at me
people.
wrong. I'm crushing him in my sand and bathing in his blood. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
she
the
has
kind of
like
evil
magic shit. I want her to shoot people with bullets and have it explode inside of them outwards. Like I need like horrible shit.
Just because they look weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
evil.
I want it to be her own men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a dude talks shit and she's like, "You'll be disciplined later," and then she'll like send him off, and then she'll go kill him.
Like when that dude got shot in the shoulder, she should have been like, "All right, dude, fucking duff on you," and just open him up. It's just crap. I hate the show. I hate it. I hate it. It's rope. I want to die.
And also the fact that it's only 12 episodes and we're 8 in and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Like very minimal shit has happened.
And in the in the sub version, they had a episode 6.5. That was a recap episode.
Nothing's happened. What?
Yeah,
nothing's happened. What are you talking
about?
What
was the point of that? I don't.
There's no point in this whole idea of it being like a salary man from the future. Why is that here? You could have just had her and the god. Like God's like, hey, you're a little kid. I teach you. You respect God. She's like, I don't respect you because I was an orphan. So fuck you. You know? Why does it have to be the dude from the future? Why?
It's giving me Infinite Dendrogram vibes. The concept of it is very cool, right? But then the execution is.
But it's not even. I don't even understand the concept at this point. It's just like there's mages in World War I, but not World War I.
I'm saying the overarching concept of the god versus Tanya.
Yeah, but
like that's how the show fucking started. You know what I'm saying? Was like he needs to get at this mystery thing,
Yeah.
And that was, in my opinion, that's what got me really interested. And then
I also feel like what's gonna happen is she's gonna help the Empire become big and bad, and then she's gonna they're gonna turn on her. And then she's going to be like, oh, so that's what God's doing, is that everyone in the world's against me, even my own country or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But I just don't care. I hate it. I hate it.
Right. Harris gave it a fucking rope. That's a lot.
All right, Kyle.
I'm giving it the lowest of dopes. Just like I want to give it a choke, but I also I don't know. I like the concept enough that I like it.
Yeah.
For it right now, but if these last 4 episodes suck, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you're right. It's the rope is the ropes. I want to die. I don't know where it's gonna go, and I feel like it's just gonna bomb, and I'm just gonna be like, yep, it's just total garbage pile. This is how you.
And the record's gonna show that you said dope. That's what's gonna happen right here. You know, that's what you're doing.
No, the record's showing.
That's the weight you're putting behind this horse.
We have a binary system, dude. If I could give it.
Binary's 2.
Binary's 1
Yeah.
and 2.
It's
We have-
dope or choke. I mean, we have the rope and rope.
And then
but,
low
And
like,
dope
dope.
and high
Yeah,
dope.
we
and dope
have
is dope.
2 more choices after that.
I
but
say low
I
dope,
mean, it's binary.
but the record's still going to be dope. Everyone's going to be like, it's the same as if I said high dope. I'll just say high dope now. It's high dope
That's
now.
That's not how it works at all. Because we have community reviews in the Discord, which obviously you would know about that, correct?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there is way more choices than 2, so you're absolutely
Yeah.
wrong. Absolutely wrong. Go ahead. High dope.
But I feel like I need to first off say that it can't be understated how fucking dog shit the intro is. I fucking hate. I
bad.
cringe every time it starts.
It's really bad.
Why? How did they settle on that? Did they just was that just a free one that they were like, yeah. That's it.
It's so dumb, but it's the best part of the show.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's stupid.
Your hoodie is
I'm like,
so
okay,
far
it's,
up, dude.
it's at least stupid. Like, it's at least something, not nothing. Which the
Pull
whole
your
show
hoodie
is.
over your eyes. Pull your fucking hoodie
don't.
down. Thank you.
It's just fucking nothing, you know. So it's fine.
Then I want to say that it's weird that Harris was like animation's dope because like these episodes there was multiple times where it felt like my eyes were bleeding because the FPS drops to like 30 for no fucking like they'll do like some 3D animation and then like you'll just see it chug across the screen. I'm like, what are you like the entire everything else will be like perfectly fine. But you'll just see like a boat go but I'm like, is this Pac-Man? Like what's going on here? I fucking don't get it. I don't know.
Like the
I don't know how that-
firefighting stuff is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
That's it.
like I watched enough Gundam as a young adolescent where it's just like weird political and war shit where they're just like, yes, the front line, blah, yes, blah, blah. Like I have dumb brain for that shit. So like I don't care. I'm just like, yeah. But there was definitely especially in like episode 9, not 9, 7, where I was just getting bored with it. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Because like I really like the part where they're just firing down on like the soldiers and they have no idea what to do about it. Because that was dope. And then they're doing the war crimes, which was also dope.
Yep.
And then I'm like, we're gonna have some evolution of this, you know, like we're gonna have some like fallback. And then we get the end, like the post credits for episode 8. So I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna have like some comeuppance. But I don't know. It might just be dog shit. That's it. Justin, tell me.
Okay. This sucked. So it's not good.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
It's
Is that
dialogue
your plot?
sucks. The dialogue sucks pretty much. The dialogue sucks. The animation's great. The plot sucks. The whole military thing sucks. Every episode sucks. It just fucking sucks, dude. Like it seriously feels like I'll go back to the Command and Conquer again. It seriously feels like a Command and Conquer game. Like, okay, you beat these guys. Okay, now go beat these guys. Okay, those guys are done. Go beat those guys. With zero advancement to the plot.
Yeah.
Like there was one thing where Being X showed up and he just said, yeah, you're going to be fighting the whole world. Sorry.
And
That's
just
it.
and just constantly winning. And literally constantly never having an issue.
Yeah. It's just,
Wild.
it's so stupid. It just, I don't understand why this was made like
No.
this.
Telling you, I think we talked about it last episode where it was like, someone's like, yeah, I want to do a World War I anime. And someone's like, little girl, future salary guy, little
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
What? Okay, fine.
Boot.
I mean, if you wrote that down on a piece of paper and passed it to me, and be like, is that a good anime? I'd be like, I want to see it.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out.
Like, I think there's ways that they could have done it. Okay, if they would have nailed everything, I still think this anime would have only gotten dope.
What did you give it? Did you give it a rope?
Are you kidding
Not
me?
a rope. I'm gonna give
if
it a
this
rope.
was some like Death Note shit where he's like having mind games with God.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I wanted.
that's
Right.
what I was like hoping it might be.
Yeah.
But the last 4 episodes, God just fucked off for like 4
Yeah.
episodes. He just was like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not even gonna try to fuck up with you.
I mean,
was
like-
why even try then?
Yeah, like it's kind of hinted that like all of this is happening. Like she constantly is getting put in the front lines because of God
Yeah.
or because of this being X. But there's no interaction between them, so it's
Yeah.
just
And I thought
Things
there
are
would be
going
more
well
of
for
that.
her. Like
Yeah,
she's like
always.
just fucking shit up
and,
constantly.
and you know
Or
what the
are they?
biggest fucking thing about so in the first episode or episode 4 and 5, like when she gets the company, she's like doing all she can to like delay everything. And then that just stops. She's like, well, we're going head on into everything now.
She's got
I
too
guess.
much ambition.
Because yeah,
I don't
it's-
fucking. But like
that
also,
was literally her whole like purpose was getting to the back line.
yeah. And then like she's actively fighting God, but like God is helping her by giving her power. So what's happening? Like I
Yeah,
don't even
I-
understand the conflict anymore.
I don't. Well, I
God
think
is
see
dead.
that thing was actually funny to me because he's like, in order to get power, you have to pray to me.
Yeah.
Which is funny, right? And I
Right.
think that
It
could
is
have been a
funny.
really cool plot, like a point in the story. But then after that, like nothing, no conflict with her happens. So when she prays, she's like, I mean, I'll do it, and then I'm gonna kill everybody.
Right.
So
So
I'm
it's
committing a war crime. So
Yeah.
it's fine, right?
it's more helping me than anything.
The tone of the show is so ridiculous, and I feel like I get whiplash from how quickly scenes change. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, now we're in this fucking cabin in the woods, and these are the people. Here's the whole name and this guy's whole thing. Oh, but it doesn't matter because the cabin's gonna get blown up. Okay.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Here's the
but hang
HQ.
on.
Look at them.
That
They're
cabin
talking
getting
about
blown up
stuff.
was so fucking cool.
So
that was the
cool.
one fucking cool thing
It was
in the
really
whole-
cool.
It was so cool.
But like, and then it goes like to HQ, and they're like, "Oh, we can't fight war at two fronts. What front do front? Go fight over there. Send Tanya."
Yeah, it's like a group of like 5-year-olds. They're like,
Yeah.
well, we can't fight all these people, so let's
Right.
just fight one of these people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
It just feels
And-
like they tried to mash so much. Like maybe in the manga it was like, you know, plotted out better. Like the pacing was better, but in this it's just one after the other. We're fighting this country one. We're fighting this country one. We're fighting this
Yeah, and it's
country one.
one episode for an
Yeah.
entire country.
Yeah.
Like what? Like why would you not do like an arc of
Right.
one country and be able to delve into these personalities more instead of just giving us garbage?
There's no
So-
characters in this show besides Tanya.
There isn't. Yeah.
It's dumb. I hate
Stupid.
this. I hate it.
All right. All right. So before we get into the plot, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Support for the Anime Trap House is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, that's your balls, and they just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. That's right, dude. That's the number 4. I don't know a lot about math. I don't do a lot of math stuff on the side, but that's way more than 1, and that's good for me. You know, they know what they're doing. They got this ball shaver biz figured out. Join over 2 million other smooth-balled men worldwide and get 20% off and free shipping with the code TRAP20 at manscaped.com. Listen, I ain't going to sugarcoat it. If you don't shave your balls or trim anything down there, not just your balls, there's a lot more. There's a lot more stuff down there, right?
There's the
Like,
upper
there's
area,
the upper-
you know.
Upper
Yeah.
triangle.
There's
And
the
there's the
alleys, the
down
devil's
area.
alleys are what they
Yeah.
called, you know.
Yeah.
All up in there, you know.
It's
Yep.
just like your below the belt meat area. You know,
Yeah.
you need to get
Yeah.
all that hair gone out of there.
The side gates.
You got to get all that out. If you get all that out, you're going to be happier. Your partner's going to be happier. It's a lot less messy. People don't, there's not a lot of
It
stuff.
just
in
feels
people's
better, you know.
mouth.
Everything
Yeah.
feels bigger. Everything
You look
feels
so
nicer.
much bigger, dude.
Yeah.
Look at this thing, though. Look at this. This Lawnmower 4.0. It looks like a T800. You see that light, dude? That's a 4000K LED spotlight. A 4000 Clyte.
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 The K stands for
Clyte.
Clyte. You know.
K stands for Clyte.
They stuffed 4,000 clites in that thing.
Yeah,
It's
Why isn't
insane.
it lumens? Why isn't it 4000 lumens?
because it doesn't illuminate. It
Is this
Clytes.
Lumens.
Is Clytes the metric version of lumens?
Yes.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Like the sun is like 8,000 Clytes. So like this thing is like half the brightness of the sun.
Gotcha. It also has some fancy skin-safe technology, so you don't get no nicks or cuts, and it has wireless charging, which is better than my phone. My phone doesn't have that at all.
No.
You know, I just wish I could talk to people and play video games on this. That'd be so much better.
And it's
I've been using this thing for a couple days now, and it's been great. I haven't cut myself at all. I don't have to worry about it. I just, as long as you hold it the right way, they give you a nice little instruction booklet. You're golden. If you've been using the same razor on your face and your meat, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
It's a bad look.
Unless you like to eat pubes. That's on you, though. You know what I'm saying? Right. For anything below your belt, grab one of these Manscaped razors. You can get 20% off and free shipping with the code TRAP20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code TRAP20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped, TM.
Manscaped.
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 All right, we're back.
Plot. Plot. Plot.
Plot!
You scared me with that one.
That was a fucking surprise plot!
Oh my god! Imagine you're watching TV and there's like a commercial for I don't know, Popeyes. Love that chicken Popeyes, and then just like show just comes back. You're like,
love that chicken for Popeyes. Popeyes.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh.
Hell yeah, dude. I said we were gonna go the plot after the.
That was too much plot for this,
A lot of plot.
Yeah.
That was a thick plot, dude. That was
I
like
bring it up.
yellow.
All right, episode 5. Tanya is now in charge of the 203rd Battalion of the Strategic Division, receiving the title of Major. She attempts to recruit people by giving them a preliminary test that only a handful of people pass. Basically, the person that was interviewing the recruit was a hologram, and behind that hologram, she made another hologram of a wall that the recruits should be able to detect easily. It's like a two-way mirror spell. And a lot of people didn't even notice it. They basically left the room, and she's like, "Yeah, there's the plane for you to go home. So, see ya."
This is the shit that had me fucked up too, because this was cool, but they're like, "Yeah, no one's passed," and then she's like, "Well, 12 people passed," and I'm like, "Why didn't we see a single person pass? Why did you just show us people failing?"
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Why?
But that didn't even matter anyway, because literally that entire scene means nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing, because the top brass was like, "Oh yeah, you should probably change the way you do your things so you can recruit more people." And then she's like, "Okay, I need a month
just train them."
But yeah, I'll just train.
I'll just train everybody. I don't care.
Yep. So she brings him to like old battlefield, and she tells him that artillery is going to fire on them for 36 hours, and they better figure their shit out or they're going to die. And then the shit starts falling down, and the recruits are super happy that, well, at least they're training shells. And then one blows up, and Tanya's like, "Oh yeah, you thought they were training shells, huh? Well, it turns out I sprinkled in some of those real artillery shells in there."
What? You're just trying to murder them, dude. Why even train them?
Yep.
Then he's just trying to get them all to quit.
Right.
So I was like, I like this.
Then they all survive, and then after 36 hours, Tanya gives them the next order. They're to trek to a point on a map without using any spells whatsoever. If anyone is caught using them, they will have Tanya to answer to. Along the trek, the recruits see hounds and soldiers and obstacles that they have to deal with, so they decide to go around. The recruits talk and figure that she probably put all these fake obstacles in to try and mess with them. One blonde recruit gets pissed and yells, "Bitch!" But that was in the sub. In the dub, he says, "Monster!"
Oh my god.
Pretty dumb.
Did you watch it both, Justin? Did you watch it sub and dub?
Yes. I watched it sub the first time, and I was like, "Why am I doing this?"
How's the switch?
For Tanya's voice?
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was fine, but the Japanese voice was so much better.
Yeah.
It got real raspy when she got mad, like
Yeah.
Timmy.
Dude, if a 9-year-old came at me with like a 40-year smoker like voice,
yeah.
oh, I'd be screaming. I don't even care.
That'd be great.
That kid would get
I'd
a
be
shovel
terrified.
kick right to the face.
Shovel kick. What's a
Yeah.
shovel kick?
Yeah,
Shuffle.
it could literally be just
Oh.
a scared kid. It could be just a scared kid in a grocery store, just like,
Right.
"Where's my mom?" And I'll be like,
And you just kick the shit out of it.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Exactly.
This dude yelling causes an avalanche, and it causes actual danger. Degurachev flies down and says the people napping is grounds for the firing squad, even though the people are basically dead. Like, they're like unconscious, not napping. And one recruit shakes an unconscious guy, and Degurachev calls him an idiot for not dodging an avalanche. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge an avalanche.
It's true.
She goes over there and just beats the fuck out of him, causing him to throw up snow, which I don't know why the snow is still snow if it was inside his mouth. Figured it'd be water, but
Because
What
he
do
was
I know?
choking on it. That's
Because
because
it was
he's
that
choking
cold.
on it.
You ever thrown
So
up something and
cold.
it was still cold?
But
I'm
would
like-
it still just come out like that? Like just a pile of snow?
yeah, it's a snowball
mean,
essentially. Like it,
I mean, some of it, most.
You ever
of
put a
it.
snowball in your
not look
throat?
like that.
You ever put a snowball in your throat?
Yeah.
No, but
move
I
on.
don't know that you could get hit so hard that it would come out. It would like ideally the air would just like puncture through and then it would open your
All right,
airway.
we're gonna test it.
Give me a
This
snowball.
episode of MythBusters.
Harris, you're a fucking idiot. Go ahead.
No. I'm smart. It'd be
Right,
like a drill. It'd be like an air drill.
yeah.
Yeah, and it just comes out and then like because you'd have like a whole snowball in your throat, and then like they would hit you so hard in the back that air would force its way out, and then it'd be like a little hole in it. Like, and then you breathe, but you'd still have
air
snow in your
drill.
throat.
Please cut
I have
him
a
off.
I have a better idea than that. Okay, so you remember like the old timey things to fan the flames?
Yeah.
Like in like medieval times, they had that thing where it's like
Yeah.
Well, if you
Yeah.
stick it up their butt and then do that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why are we still doing the Heimlich?
Right.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I think I'm choking. Let me pull my pants
Well,
down.
wouldn't you? Well, I'm pretty sure that's how they get kidney stones out that are stuck in your pee-pee. You know, like they just shove
Oh
thing in
my
your butt. and
goodness, dude.
and it
What the
comes out like
freaking
that.
heck is happening on this anime Christian podcast?
Yeah, like I have a kidney stone, and they, and
Yeah.
you just hear it. You just hear like a tink.
Is that what it says in the Bible?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
that's God signs, dude.
Yeah.
God
This is basically a-
science.
This is
Sorry, being X
Look-
signs.
Look,
That's
this is
all.
the same.
Yep.
The same Baki science as like shooting intestines out of someone's ear, dude. Like I don't know what to
Mhm.
tell you.
It's
Yeah.
true.
All right. She says if people want to drop out, they can. And one simp stands up and says they will march on. Give me liberty or give me death. Then it cuts to the recruits passing their tests and are officially part of the 203rd Battalion. The Gurachev gets orders to depart to the southeastern front of Dakia from Rurugan. On the front, she gets information that the enemy doesn't have any air force, and they also don't encrypt any of their messages. She's like, well, this is dumb. Basically like shooting children. It's basically a death sentence for them, and when they meet on the battlefield, it's literally a firing range. Like, just shooting people. And they're like trying to get in like formation, and they're like just dying.
Yeah,
The
it was kinda
explosions,
funny
like- Hmm?
that they were like, yeah, they're not decrypting their messages,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's too shady. And then they get there like, holy shit, they're not even
Like,
actually.
oh no, look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them.
I
They're
really
fucking
thought this was gonna
idiots.
be the like, you know, we got you moment, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
They're just like, no,
No,
we'll
they
just
just
murder. We'll just
Yeah.
kill him.
I'm murdering you.
I'm murdering you, dude.
Mhm. After completely wiping out the enemy, they decide to move on to the weapons factory. I don't know how, like they didn't get orders to do this. They're just like, you just want to keep going?
Yeah,
Why not? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking blow up a weapons factory. I don't give a freaking heck.
Mhm.
Degurachev gives them a warning to leave the factory to adhere to international law. She speaks in her little girl voice, and nobody in the factory takes her seriously. Then they just blow the fucking building up.
Yep.
I love that
That's it.
part.
That's it. And that's the end of episode 5.
Yeah. Yeah, so a dodgeball at a Dragon Ball Z.
I like how he makes his ratings up like
I don't-
while we do the fucking podcast.
I don't even know the Dragon Ball Z part. Like, what's that one for?
Cause she like kicked the dude to save him from the snow. That's some shit that like Vegeta did to Krillin
Yeah.
back on Namek.
Yeah.
Just like, get this shit out of here, dude. Go fix your shit. Eat a sensu bean. Get out of my fucking way.
I legitimately don't remember that part, but go on.
Or like him with Goku. Like any Vegeta with anyone whenever he shows up and
Yeah.
he's big and bad, he just fucking kicks him and says,
And so like all
Come on!
5 total minutes of 10
Like if anybody was gonna help somebody by hurting them to help them, that would 100% be a Vegeta move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then he'd get
That's what
duffed
he
on in the
means.
next the next 5 episodes, you know?
He would do it and then think he's big and bad and then get fucked on.
And then
Classic
just get
shonen
fucking
stuff.
snapped on,
Poor Vegeta, dude. I just want him to fuck on people all the time.
I just want him to be happy,
I mean, how is he not, dude? He's fucking Bulma. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but he's still so mad all the time.
I know he's mad all the time. I don't
He's
get
probably getting pegged.
it. She takes out her fucking futuristic robot
Fucking capsule
strap-on.
corpse. She just shoves it
Yeah.
in her vagina and just pops it, and it's a
Yeah.
fucking dick that just
Giant
pops up.
dick,
The
and
strap
she's
on.
like, "It's
Yeah.
my turn tonight," and he's like,
Yeah. She's like,
God damn it,
your
Yeah.
airflow will increase if I open your asshole with this thing.
Yep.
And that's
She's
how
like,
he trains.
"It will be like a drill from your throat or whatever dumb shit you said." Go ahead.
All I can
Air
think
drill.
all I can think of is being Trunks and having Vegeta as your dad, and just how fucking shit that would be. Like
Yeah.
literally every day, like he's eating breakfast and he's got a vein coming out of his forehead, and you're like, is everything all right? Of course, son. You're like,
It's
What
like
I
that
do-
episode where
What I
they're
do-
training and Vegeta's like, "Hey, if you can hit me, we'll go to the carnival." And then Trunks hits him, and then Vegeta just duffs him, and Trunks is like, "Why did you hit me? That wasn't part of the deal." And he's like, "Oh shit, don't call DCFS. Let's go.
Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your mom she's gonna bust out the extra large strap on.
Yeah, she won't use lube today. I can't do it."
Can't do it.
Oof. Episode 6. We start in the room with the bigwigs talking about some strategies regarding fighting a world war. Dumb war stuff doesn't matter. They decided to attack the Entente Alliance using the 203rd Battalion. Nagurachev rallies the troops with an invigorating speech about their next mission. They are assigned to the Northern Front to deal with the Alliance. She doesn't understand why the war in the North has not ended and assumed that forces are working together, which I thought was already established.
It's the dumbest speech in the world. She's like, "We're going to go die, but we're not going to die. You're going to live forever because you have to live forever.
Yep.
but
We're going north."
Yep.
That's not a good speech. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's poorly written.
Yeah, well, and then they're
I don't
like,
know.
she's
It
like,
felt-
yeah, we were meant to be a rapidly deployed enemy or battalion, and she's like, looks like they're readily deploying us right now. Surprising, isn't it?
all right,
Doing
Kyle.
what they said.
That whole speech honestly like was so Japanese to me. It hurt. Like I don't know, something about like the whole like self-sacrifice and like everything about it, like for the cause. I'm like, yep, yes sir. Like
But it wasn't even. It didn't even feel like that. Like she started like, "Yeah, some of you are gonna die, but you won't die.
Right.
but you will.
But you
won't.
will die."
But you might. But
But
you
you won't.
definitely
Like,
won't.
there's
will
only
and
one worse speech that I've ever heard in my life, and that was from fucking Age of Ultron, when Captain America's like, "If you die, walk it off." What does that even mean?
Man,
Pretty
Age of
gangster, dude.
Ultron.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I
I
don't
love
even
that shit,
understand.
dude. Walk it off. Brush it off.
I
Oh
don't.
fuck, I died. I'm good.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, dude.
But then the
I'm s-
fast guy dies. He didn't walk it off. Like he didn't even listen.
Yeah.
He walked
I'm
it off
such
in
a-
heaven, you fucking Malouk.
You don't fucking know that.
It's Malouk? What did I say?
I don't
Uh,
know.
Don't
man,
even
I
don't
don't-
even look it up, dude.
He walked it off in heaven, you fucking Malouk. Go ahead.
Like I'm such an MCU simp, but like Age of Ultron and fucking Civil War were big flops, dude. Like I can't.
Well, Civil War, I loved.
I
What are
didn't
you
like
talking
Civil
about?
War either.
I know you didn't. Of course, you both don't like the same movies. You big writer brain fucking.
Big fucking
bitch.
right. You know what? Also for words to use against people, just use words from Monster Hunter. Like Conga Lala. That's offensive,
Yeah, you fucking pookie, dude. What the
See?
fuck?
That works way too well.
That's what I'm saying,
I
dude.
don't like those.
A bunch
Yeah.
of palamutes over there.
All right. Okay.
Fuck.
We cut to the Entente Alliance HQ talking about reinforcements from other countries, more dumb war stuff that also doesn't matter. On the battlefield of the north, Imperial forces are getting whooped on. Enemy reinforcements continue to pour in from other countries. Bombers also show up, and the troops start freaking out about needing reinforcements. All of a sudden, the Pixie Troop is on their way, and in comes Degurachev. The 203rd Battalion shows up to fuck everyone up. Degurachev strategizes and sends her companies to fight the enemy mages, and she will take care of the bombers herself. Back at the Northern HQ, the general says to aid the 203rd with planes, but Degurachev says go fuck yourself, and I don't need no fucking planes. Battle begins with Degurachev fighting the bomber planes. She dodges all the bullets and appears in front of the commander's plane, drops a grenade in the cockpit, and flies away. I like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was all right.
The planes then attempt to retreat, and she says a prayer and shoots a split shot that takes down like 4 more planes. She follows one of the downed planes to the ground to inspect for prisoners when time stops. Being X takes control of a dead dude and begins talking to Degurachev. Basically says, because of your lack of faith, you will have to fight the entire world to survive. Degurachev lights up the body and time resumes.
It's again, I don't.
What's happening?
She's calling. She calls on him for help,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he does it. And then he's like, "Oh, you still don't believe?"
She could have just said no.
Yeah. Like I don't
don't
believe,
understand.
but like this is what.
But you're
this is
helping
what
me.
Works. You could also have me say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are numbers, and then have me shoot a big bullet. It's the same exact.
Right.
Like the same shit.
I don't understand their conflict. It's not real. Like, it's so poorly managed and written. It just doesn't feel right.
Makes me
Mhm.
sad.
I don't like
Could be really fun.
An intelligence base on the battlefield acquires data on Degurachev and plans to send the information to HQ. She starts charging up and has the base in her sights. She lets out a mega super ultra artillery shot that was so fucking badass, and it looks like in like Independence Day when the alien ship is above the White House and it shoots down. That it was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was so good. The Major is shaken up from a run-in with Being X, and the mission is a success. Back in the Republic, some dude talks to the Vice Minister, says that the plan of the Entente Alliance failed, and they're just doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
The Minister says, "Watch your fucking mouth. We're still fighting." 2 members of the Entente Alliance. One we've seen before in one of the episodes. Actually, he's probably going to be a pretty big character, so I guess I should probably explain. It was when they were fighting in the Rhine, I believe, maybe.
No, it was the training thing where she was out there by herself, right? And then
Oh, that's where she got promoted to
Yeah.
lieutenant or whatever.
they're like, "We're gonna promote you because you're about to die," and she's like, "I ain't gonna fucking die, dude."
Yeah. The
Yep.
best, dude. Watch me say this prayer real quick and murder everybody. Hold up.
No, it was
Yep.
before she had the prayer.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say the prayer and kill everybody. Go ahead.
No,
Yep.
no.
And then that's the dude that was like, "Oh my God, you're young enough to be my daughter." Not in like, it just that was it. Yeah.
You might read some context and subtext into that, but there is none, I promise.
There's zero. Yeah, they're talking about the next mission, fighting the Imperials. And the one that we've seen before was promoted to captain. End episode 6.
Yeah, this guy is Star Wars Episode 1 out of Independence Day.
Why Independence Day here?
Because the gunshot was like the part where the aliens over the White House and it shoots it down.
Yeah.
We didn't talk
Hell
about it
yeah.
a lot, but that's what I was thinking about. You know,
Oh, that's what you thought about.
that's
That's
what
smart.
I was.
That's what
thinking
you
about.
thought about.
And then Star Wars Episode 1 because I cared as much about this as I did as the Gungan blockade of Naboo. You know.
What?
Oh,
The
Good one, dude.
the Trade Federation blockade of Naboo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
You
it
had
was.
me question. I was like,
I fucked up.
Gungans? How the fuck were they doing
The
that?
Gungans were blockading because Jar Jar Binks is
Yep.
the Sith Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Like after I read episode 8 and it's like an hour's passed. Are we
I
just
don't
gonna
know. I'm trying to
fool
find
around
my
for a
kid.
little bit? Like
I'll fool around on stream.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not our fault that this fucking thing had nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's not a lot to talk
like
about.
we're riffing on what we can, but it's fucking garbage is garbage, you know?
slim pickings.
Dude,
But see, it's not even good garbage. Where like
Right.
high rise, we
That's what I'm
ran
saying. You
it.
got so much content there to riff off of. Here, it's just like a bunch of old people with cigars talking about war,
Yeah.
but like
Taxes
they're the
and
worst
shit,
fucking
dude.
strategists on the planet. They're like,
Oh, it's so bad.
we're fighting people on 2 fronts.
Let's make
Then
it 3.
one dude in the back, one front.
Fall back. Got it. Crushed it. Set it
One
out.
front, dude. They're trying to fight on like 12 fronts. They're literally trying to fight every person around them. How dumb is that?
It's
Dumb,
dumb.
dude.
That was literally Germany in World War One.
Yeah, exactly. Look how that worked out.
Weird.
Look how that
There's
worked
a lot
out.
of parallels.
Yeah.
Episode 7 starts at a port, and the captain of the Entente Alliance sees off his daughter and wife to another country to be safe from the Imperials. The daughter gives a gift of a new machine gun, which is just any rules here. Just
Yeah,
kids can just go
you
buy
just
a
do
gun.
whatever you want, dude.
It's probably a pretty expensive gun too.
Back in the
Yeah,
day,
like
Coca-Cola
great
had cocaine in it.
Yep.
Yup.
Coca-Cola used to party, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we are really grasping at straws here, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a little kid walking into a fucking gun shop now? Hey, can I get a machine gun from my daddy?
Yep.
Here you go, kid. Give me a nickel. And then she just throws a nickel on
That's
the
exactly
counter.
how that exchange went. Yeah, I'm
100%,
sure.
dude.
Yeah.
Easy.
I thought you were gonna describe a kid drinking Coca-Cola. When
Yeah.
it had cocaine in it. I thought you
Yeah.
were gonna be like, "Hey, you want to ride a bike? I can ride a bike super fast. Like, I'm really good at riding bikes. Watch this."
You guys want to play Tea House? You want to play Tea House? I got tea. You want to see my doll? Want to see my doll? She drinks tea. She drinks tea. She drinks tea.
Yeah.
Y'all got any
Timmy,
money? Because this
the other
shit's
day-
really expensive and I can't afford it. I'm only 7.
Timmy, the other day, had a red ball, but I had a blue ball, and he gave me the red ball, but then I took away the blue ball, and then I gave it to Emily, and then Emily took the red ball, and then I gave her back the orange ball. I didn't even know where the orange ball came, but my parents got it for me one Christmas.
See, this is the type of content we need right here, dude.
We're doing it.
This
dude.
will make this go over an hour 20. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yep.
just have Justin go on a fucking 9-year-old coke bender.
That's the anime I want to see.
That dude,
you know?
that's the anime I want to see. You know?
I wanna be in an isekai where I die, go back, and I'm a 9-year-old kid in fucking like the 1920s. Just
Yeah.
I can just get cocaine, coke.
Got a coke habit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just
I
a
love
fucking 9-year-old coke addict, dude. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
That
yeah,
sounds great.
And it could be called the Saga of Harris the Cokehead.
yeah. No,
Yep.
it has to be the saga of Harris, the football player. But then I don't even play football. I just do
Right.
coke all the time.
You just do coke all the time. You're on the football team and you win them every game because you're so fucked off on coke. You run so fast.
You know, I'm just imagining him in a dark room and go, "Goal!" You're like,
Oh,
"What?"
yeah.
Yeah, he's not even on the football team.
Yeah.
It's just a football game in his brain. And then, he passes the ball, and then he catches the ball, and then he runs to the end zone, and then he gets a touchdown, and now it's the next play, and now I get tackled.
Touchdown!
Oh,
Touchdown.
he's like
Touchdown! Touchdown!
he's like Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite. He fucking like, you know how far I can throw this football? Cross those mountains. Cross those mountains.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god.
All right, episode 7. I already started it. The Imperials are devising a strategy for the North, and Dagurachev states a plan to back up on the front to make supplies more available for their people. And the general in the North's like, so you want to go back? We're trying to go forward. She's like, yeah, but that makes more sense because you don't have supplies. He's like, you don't think I care about my people? She's like, I don't even know. I wasn't trying to say that, but if that's the conclusion you're coming up to, I mean, if the shoe fits,
If the boot fits,
let the boot fit.
let the boot fit.
The general gets pissed when Degurchev tells him everything that's wrong with the plan. It makes him look like a stupid idiot. She gets under his skin, and she is calm as a cucumber.
She
Except when she's pouring that coffee, she's like, then just slams it on the ground,
right,
or on the table.
Why are they Oh yeah, because again, there's probably cocaine in that coffee. And they're like,
Yeah.
Because I was like, why are they letting her drink coffee? She's 9 years old.
Yeah. She basically says he's an idiot without saying he's an idiot. And the big general with the mustache and the cigar talks to her in private with Rurugan, and he asks if she feels the leadership in the North is incompetent. She basically says yes without saying yes. Then she devises a plan to use a surprise attack, which, guess what? That's the plan that only a few select generals knew about. And Rurugan's like, how did you know that? Somebody leak it?
I hated that scene.
And she's like, what are you talking about? I just thought of it in my head. He's like, you mean to tell me that you thought of that all in your head? And the general's like, yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, that's where.
So we're going to tell her everything, and she's going to do it.
That's where people
like was that
thinking.
Was that not the plan the whole time?
Right?
Like,
I mean, that's the fucked up thing, right? Like, we are so much smarter because we've seen so much shit like that about how strategies were formulated and stuff. You know, we're learning about military strategies when we're 12 years old. And these people are like grown ass men at like the peak of military leadership. And it's like, yeah, of course that's the strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You ever read Art of War? Sun Tzu? Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Some goo.
Okay.
He wrote the book, dude.
See, like if I went back in time, I could be a military strategist. Easy, you know? Now, not so much.
Oh,
I was trying to make that a yikes.
oh, it was so close.
Oh my god! If this was like Ghost Hunters, but for yikes, dude, my EMF went fucking off for a moment, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a sighting. There's a sighting.
How old are you? What do you look like? How old are you? What do you look like?
I was trying to be the skeptic there and just be like, yeah, I didn't see anything. You guys didn't see nothing? I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, he's trying to do that like with his breath fucking visible. Like,
Right.
I don't
Or
see it.
you get scared, you just get louder, and you just start talking. Yeah, who's the hello?
Hello? There's nothing here. Everything's cool, man. Chill.
Oh, I gotta go talk to my mom, who's definitely around now.
Hello? Yeah, Mom, I know I missed your birthday. I'll be back.
Harris, I know that phone is giving static. I can hear it. You're just yelling.
I can literally hear something say, I'm going to kill you. That's just when my mom talks to me. It's just normal. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh man.
Oh, you scared me, dude.
It's okay. I'm smart, dude.
Sure.
That's how I felt when we were doing the Monster Hunter slurs. I was like, oh man, I'm going to say one, and then I'm just going to be like, oh wait, no, that's not.
You're like, wait, that's not even from Monster Hunter.
Uh-oh.
Fucking Rathian, dude.
The general says that the 203rd will be the ones to lead the sneak attack, clearing the way for the warships to make their attack. They decide to attack a place that the enemy would never expect. The Norse Fjord. Howling Abyss. All random, all middle, baby.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
In the fjord, the Alliance captain and lieutenant talk about the defenses, showing off some big old cannons. Gurchev and team are awaiting deployment in a ship, and it's revealed that they only have a 30-minute window to take care of the fjord's defenses. Like, why a half hour? Why?
Very
Where are the ships going?
specific, dude.
Yeah. Like, why is a half hour? Like,
Because the ships don't want to slow down, you know? It's just like, they'll be here in a half hour.
I want to write the most, like, I want to take every, like, cliche plot device like that for, like, an action movie, and just mash them all together.
Yeah.
Like, you have 5 minutes to get inside that building. You're like, why 5 minutes? Like, and then you have 1 minute to swipe the card. You're like, okay, is there a reason still? No, not at all.
Yeah. I love those tropes, though. Like, when they have, like, the bomb. Like, it's like 10 minutes before the bomb defuses, and then they cut the wrong wire, and somehow there's only 3 minutes left.
Like,
Did they put that in?
Yeah, why was that programmed?
That's the only thing that like upsets me the most, like in those like movies where they have like a bomb. You can see the time go down, right?
Mhm.
And like in your head, you're like keeping track of like how long time has passed. And then like 20 minutes pass by and it's been 5 minutes. You're like, I don't know what time is anymore.
Yeah. And here's another thing. Why would the bomb maker put the time on there?
Yeah.
Like you could just
Why?
set like a program to program it to be like 10
Yeah.
minutes.
If I was a guy with a mustache like yours, I would be sitting there and I'd have a fake timer. I'd add
Right.
like an extra, like
Mhm.
it'd be minus 5 minutes. So like you'd be like, oh, I still got 5 minutes. No, you don't. It's done.
Yep.
It's like that. Fuck, I don't remember what show it was, but it was like, oh, Futurama, where he's like, we're gonna count down to your death, but it's a randomized timer, so anytime it could be 0, and that's when you're gonna die. It's like 4, 3. It's like just random numbers, like 14, 22. And he's like, 0, there it is, drop it. That's exactly what I would do if I was a bomb maker. It's like, yeah, this
Yeah.
could go off whenever. It's just gonna be a
Yeah.
random set of numbers that are
Who
gonna
knows?
happen.
What's that clock for? I don't know. I just like it. It
I
looks
just
like
like it. I like to
Got
just
that-
cause people anxiety.
it's got
Right.
that classic look, you know?
Like, I want you to die by this explosion, but also be really stressed out about it.
Be really stressed
More-
about when it's gonna happen.
More than you already are.
Right.
Yep. So they only have 30 minutes to take care of the fjord's defenses. When at Alliance HQ, the enemy tries to contact the intelligence ships, but they can't get through. All of a sudden, explosions can be heard. Looking outside, they see the 203rd Battalion attacking their patrol ships. Next, the 203rd sets its sights on the cannons and start blowing shit up. The enemy mages form up and start an attack. Degurachev takes her company against the mages and orders the other two to focus on the cannons. The Major General and Berugin talk about the stakes of this mission, that if it fails, it'll be the single most embarrassing loss in Imperial history. Their legacy will be tarnished. They won't ever be able to look somebody in the face again. I don't know.
Someone's gonna be upset somewhere.
Yeah,
of these people, dude.
Yeah, I don't know who they answer to, but they'll be upset. They will not be happy.
Their parents are gonna disown them.
Yeah,
They're not gonna get Coke anymore.
yeah. Imperial, go to your room. The battle between the Alliance and the Imperials rages on, and the Imperials are making good progress on the cannons. The Alliance forces dwindle, and the Alliance's major is shot down by Degurachev. The captain recognizes her from the first time they met. Nani?
Nani?
And he asks, God, why is she here? He goes full berserk and goes after them alone. The rest of Degurachev's company try to stop him, but he plows through, so she stops and faces him herself. She gets word that all the cannons were silenced, and she says, oh, see ya. I don't need this fight anymore. I'm
We
done.
did it.
We did it.
She's like
we did it. We
she's
did
like-
it.
Hey.
Kento when like his overtime was up, except
Right.
she just left.
Instead
Like,
of
he can't fight.
doing cool
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the opposite of
Right.
Kento actually.
It's the same, but the
something good.
complete opposite.
It's like it
Yeah.
in the fact that it's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. All
literally
the
the exact
similarities are
same
opposites.
thing, but
Yeah.
the other way.
Like if the spectrum was a circle, it would almost be back to it
Touching.
again
Yeah.
It'd
because
be-
it was so far from it.
It'd be
Yeah.
11:59:59.
right.
Like
If it was midnight.
yeah, like Kento was midnight.
Right.
Degurachev is 11:59:59 p.m.
Yeah.
a.m.
PN.
p.m.
Post
Post-noon.
noon.
Is that what
That's
that stands
good.
for?
That's what
It's
PN
true.
stands for, dude. Post noon.
Yep. Harris
Yeah.
taught me that a long time ago. Post
And
noon.
AM is after midnight.
I thought he said post moon. And I was
Post
like,
noon and after midnight.
Post-
That's it. Those are what the
Post-noon
two
after
things
midnight.
mean.
Learn you
Science.
something. This fucking dude. Just fucking out here
That's it.
handing out lessons,
Mhm.
dude.
The Alliance captain sees ships in the distance, and he's like, well, I guess that's not happening. And then the ship blows up his incoming reinforcements by train. He's like, well, this is a fucking day. And then he's like, well, I might as well just go commit suicide. And then he
I'll
goes,
kill myself about it.
Yeah.
he goes to fight Degurachev. And then they start fighting, and she just says a prayer, and he says a prayer. One of their prayers was answered, and it was Dagurachev's, and she fucking stabs him with the bayonet.
One of their
And he
prayers
falls
gives
into
them
the water.
fucking Super Saiyan powers.
The other prayer just doesn't do anything.
The other prayer is what I feel like prayers do. You know, absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's that. Yeah. Yep. The 203rd celebrate the victory, and the mission is complete. The generals from both sides talk about what this means for the Entente Alliance. Basically, they are done. That was a decisive victory. And that's the end of episode 7.
Another country down, dude.
Yeah, I gave this episode Limitless out of League of Legends. Because in Limitless, there's that scene when Bradley Cooper's on the pill and he's talking to Robert De Niro in the limo, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna buy this company?" He's like, "Who fucking told you that?" And he's like, "Well, it's just what I see in the stocks." And that was like when she was like, "Oh, you're gonna do the back thing."
Yeah.
And then League of Legends, because I fucking hate this and I hate League of Legends.
But I have to do League of Legends sometimes, you know?
Right.
This episode did suck, though.
Yeah, this was bad.
When I think of the bad part of these episodes, it's all just this one.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I was just so fucking bored throughout these 4. I know I said it, but I usually don't get that bored. I got so bored that I was like, I don't want to watch this in sub anymore because I don't want to pay attention.
I did the exact same
on
thing.
watching all 4 episodes, right?
Yeah.
In one sitting. And then 3rd episode happened, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I watched the 4th one tomorrow. I can't do another one.
That's exactly what I did. I was like, I'll watch this 4th episode at lunch at work tomorrow because I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah. Both times last week I finished writing the episodes at 5:10 p.m. This week was 4:58. I wrote them in 15 minutes each episode.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, it sucks because last week I was pretty up on it. I liked it.
Dumb.
I was excited to see where it went, and it went in Harris's favor as usual because he's a fucking bitch. Go ahead.
Call me Khan Academy. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here
Hell
just
yeah,
teaching folks, dude.
I feel like Harris just watches the whole season, and then he's like, I'm gonna look so smart.
I'm gonna look so fucking smart.
I think he does
happens.
too, dude. There's like he fucking has to, especially with like Infinite Dendrogram. He just watched it all. He's like, all right, hate this. Let's.
I'll never tell.
XOXO.
He's actually from the future, but in a different universe, and he made God mad, so he made him into a
trap me in an anime podcast.
Into Harris. Yep. He's like, oh, I've watched this anime before. It fucking sucks.
Is Harris like Reverse Flash? Harris, every time I got like a no reason boner, was it you? You?
I came and I jerked you off.
just for a second.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty easy to tell within the first group of episodes if something good's gonna happen or not. Like the only anime I feel like that really fucking tricked me out was Cautious Hero. But like even then, the writing was good enough that I was like, I trusted the author. You know,
Cautious Hero was like the worst thing that I thought was amazing. Does that make sense? Because I fucking love it.
I love Cautious Hero.
I hated it.
It was amazing.
Oh.
But like the first like few episodes, you were like, okay, this is funny, and then the second group episodes, you're like, really?
There are so
happening?
many running jokes and etc. that were just dog shit, and just there's just so much of each episode that sucked, but I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I want to point out, normally we don't read chat a lot on the podcast, but one of our, one of the homies, Fixer, in chat, he said Tanya the evil, and I love that. That's Harris. Tanya the evil.
I didn't
spreading hate.
I thought you were saying like we don't look at the chat. I'm like, dude, I got one eye on it this whole fucking time.
Kyle's like, I don't even fucking have a choice, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
My life is a second monitor, dude.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Episode 8. We're back on the West Ryan again, boys, and fighting against the Republic again. We start on a battlefield, but it doesn't even matter because they just cut straight to after the battle. The lieutenant and another lieutenant talk with Sequoia, whatever her name is. It doesn't matter. About talking to the commander. Yep. And then a messenger comes in and he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to the commander." And the lieutenant's like, "I'm a lieutenant." He's like, "Okay, I need to talk to the commander." It doesn't change what I need to do. And then he talks to the commander, and she's like, says nothing because he hasn't told her anything yet. So he tells her the mission that she has to do. This is rough.
I feel like I didn't watch this episode by the way you're describing it.
Okay, so there's a messenger that's talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, there's this city that has guys, militia that are joining forces with the Republic, and they're trying to take the city back. Pachinki's our city. They're trying to take it back." Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's Areen City.
That. Don't say that city's name. Please.
It's from PUBG.
I know, dude, and I hate it.
I'm just covering all my bases.
All right, cover it harder, because you sometimes you get really close, dude. Go ahead.
If you hit that puh just a little too soft, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, you gotta hit the puh harder. And go over that middle section a little bit faster there, bud.
Yep.
Harder puzz.
Yep. He tells of our Areen City being overrun by a militia group, and the strategic division would like the 203rd to deal with it. Normally, fights within municipalities are forbidden, but using a loophole where as long as the enemy is notified and any person that stays in the city will be considered a hostile, she talks, that's the end of that sentence.
Yep.
She talks to the general of the West. Missed a period.
Yep, I love it.
Yeah, it was a good episode. She talks to the general of the West, and he doesn't like the plan, since there will be civilian casualties, even if you call them enemies. It's like we're just slapping a label on them and just blowing them to pieces. Classic.
Yeah.
Tanya doesn't give a fuck about any of that. She'll kill whatever. Just give her the order. That's it. It's done. Boom, clap, done, dead.
Boom, clap, done. She
tells her battalion about the plan, and they also don't look like they like it very much. Very squeamish. One recruit, or I think he's lieutenant, maybe, I don't know. I don't understand the rankings in this. I feel like there's 12,000 fucking lieutenants. And there's like a first, a second, and like a 12th. It just doesn't make sense. One recruit, while getting ready, questions the plan, and Lieutenant Weiss slaps some sense into him. The battalion stormed the city, and it looks to be empty. Like, wow, they actually listened to our warnings and left. Psych, a sniper, shoots a bullet, and they launch a surprise attack. And they get the upper hand against the Imperials. Degurachev manages to shake off a couple of soldiers and blast them to pieces. Weiss gets shot at some point and has to leave back to camp. Degurachev calls him a pussy and says she'll deal with him later. Gonna get that old air drill.
Yep, the old air drill and or pillbox treatment.
Yeah. She gives the citizens and soldiers one last warning and says that if they surrender now, they can be prisoners. One Imperial prisoner tries to escape from a church he's being held in and gets shot in the head. And Tanya sees this and relays it to HQ, and HQ's like, okay, that's all the proof we needed. Let's go.
Like, did you get the footage? Did you get it? Please tell me you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Yep. You planted the crack on him, right? Oh, okay.
Did you
We're
sprinkle it? I needed it sprinkled, not dabbed. Okay,
Yeah.
Sprinkle it.
Not a dash, not a dash,
Yeah.
not a garnish.
You seen Salt Bay? Do it with crack. Okay. That's it.
I don't like that.
I don't either. Yeah, now they just blow it up with artillery. The entire city just gets fucking annihilated. Citizens are losing their homes.
Mhm.
Pretty sad, I guess. A lot of war crimes.
Yeah. I think it'd be sad if I cared about anything happening at all.
Yeah.
They tried
Yeah.
to make it impactful and have
If
the
it-
dude cry when she was like, you need to kill him now. And
If-
he was starting to cry, and shit. I'm like, damn, this would hit hard if this show was good.
If it was a better show, we would have had a whole side plot of just like POV of villagers in there, and we would have cared about them, and then they would have been bombed. We were like, "How dare you!" And then you would have seen them walking, and
Like
then
in
you would have
Vinland
seen the
Saga.
guy.
Right.
You would have seen them
Villains,
holding
yeah.
the gun.
Oh,
out.
that was so
Yeah.
good, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Vinland
Instead, we
Saga
get
is-
we get fake ass Eren Yeager in the crowd crying and staring at him like.
Speaking of Vinland and this, it's like, are we just like an alternate history podcast now? Because I don't know enough about history. They're like, oh, you look familiar. I'm like, is he supposed to be familiar? Am I supposed to know who this is?
Oh,
Yeah, Aaron Yeager.
I-
Eren
I don't
Yeager,
know.
dude. This is a prequel to Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The recruit that was questioning the orders. Nope, I'm a little off. The Republic soldiers attempt to save any citizens they can, and they retreat. The recruit that was questioning orders helps Imperial soldiers that were taken prisoner, and he throws up in a dead body. Dude's been fucking murdering people the entire time. What?
But he hasn't had to see their bodies at that level, you know?
Because they've just been flying and shooting down on
Yeah.
people for the last 8 episodes.
This is so bad. Degurachev gets more orders to kill the last of the Republic soldiers and all those citizens. And the same recruit directly addresses his concerns with her. It's like, we're really gonna kill these people? They don't know how to retreat from an artillery thing. She beats the fuck out of him and throws a gun at his feet. Says, figure your shit out, okay? Kill that kid, alright? That's your job.
Shoot him!
Pull the trigger now!
Yeah. He has a complete meltdown and points his gun at her. We cut to Rurugan and the other strategic guy, and Rurugan asks about a report. The report explains loopholes that allow them to blow up cities. Who authored it, you may ask? Probably not, because you don't really care. Degurachev. The old dude says, so what if I did? He said that she will be the one to defeat the Republic. After the end credits, we get a scene in a hospital room where the Alliance soldier that Degurachev stabbed with the bayonet wakes up. He says that he received a message from God to destroy the devil. End episode 8.
Yeah, I gave this episode Game of Thrones finale out of Attack on Titan.
Oh, Harris, why
'cause the
Attack
game-
on Titan?
Because war crimes.
Killed it.
And Game of Thrones finale because that was a war crime against humanity.
Talking about that shit.
Yeah, man. Like, if they would have had this whole God's other chosen one, like, you know, earlier in the show, and like that was.
They
what they're
could-
going with, I don't know, dude. I don't get it. The pacing is so weird.
They could have just had two countries, the Republic and the Imperials. Just make it a classic. This God's chosen one versus this God's chosen one.
I'm telling you, it's just they're trying to fit
What
too
else do
much
you
in
need?
12 episodes. I
You mean,
guarantee
you
it's a
mean this
huge
God's
arc.
chosen one versus this God hated one. That's
Yeah.
what it would have been.
I would
have dope. Watching someone that just sucks try to persevere with
Yeah.
literally just like with the other guy just like falling into luck the whole time. That's a good
Yeah.
story. I'm gonna write that down and just steal that later.
like I would argue that they're not trying to it's not about so much like fitting so much into 12 episodes cuz so much of this was garbage that we didn't need. Like if
Yeah.
they just used what they had the time that they had efficiently, it would have been fine.
Mhm. Yeah, because we've seen 12 episode animes do it like, well.
Yep.
I hate
Just
Like,
bad. Just
It's
bad.
just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad.
Yep.
It's just bad. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Just
Right.
bad. It's just
All
bad.
right, go ahead.
That
I give
it's
it a high
terrible.
hope.
It makes me want to eat poop out of somebody's episode. Go ahead.
Yep.
Makes me want to go ahead.
I don't know why I kept doing that at work all day today. Just being really rude to somebody. I'm like, go ahead.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's funny. It's funny every fucking time, and it shouldn't be. I hate it.
I mean, which is
Dude,
dumb.
Really smooth. Go ahead.
after watching this anime, I want to watch the most insane shit next, because this is so fucking boring. I need like etchy shit, you know? Like we need straight
right?
D-gen shit.
I have a lot that
Yeah, I
we
know.
can watch.
I know.
I
you
have a
do.
list.
I thought B-Stars next.
Yeah.
Oh, is B-Stars next?
Yeah,
There
it's
we
out
go,
today.
dude.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's out today.
Is the whole season out?
It should be.
Yeah, Netflix doesn't do partial. They say, yeah. Get
I
potato
mean, they
chip.
do.
No,
for
they
certain
do.
things, but
Yeah,
not
they
for.
do
I don't think
partial.
for animes.
I'm gonna look right now
Fucking
because if B-Stars is next, I am fucking down, dude. Go ahead.
I'm so ready for B-Stars.
I know.
I gotta
I
watch
can't
the first season.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, you don't. Not at all.
Can
Don't
you watch
do
it
it.
and just message me and be like, oh, I get it now?
I highly
can-
recommend not doing that to yourself in one sitting.
I recommend you listening to the podcast so you can listen to how mad I was.
Yeah.
See, well, okay, so I'm gonna do for B-Stars, I'm gonna do like the pilot program of me recording like 60 seconds of
Mm.
my doper chokes for animes we've watched or you
Hell yeah.
guys have watched and I haven't watched.
Hell yeah. Good luck.
Thanks.
When is that gonna happen? Go ahead.
Whenever we start B-Stars.
Gotcha.
Or
2
whenever
weeks.
we do Attack on Titan season 2. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, IGN already has a B-Stars season 2 review. It's so crazy to me how many people thought that was like a fucking masterpiece.
Oh my god.
Isn't that like
If you like
Are
if
we
you're a
just, like-
teenager,
are we
No,
the
like-
old men like
Yeah.
that are just yelling? Is that what that
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're a teenager and you have all the hormones just flowing through your body and you watch that, yeah, it's gonna touch you like in very
it
specific ways.
understands me.
Yeah.
I'm a lion in a deer's body, in a wolf's brain,
Right.
in a horse's dick, okay?
And
Yeah, dude.
women are rabbits that I want to eat.
And
I
fuck.
honestly thought for a moment that Justin had watched it. I was
You got
like,
it.
yeah,
You got it.
you got it. You got it.
You got it.
You got it. That's what it is.
That's
It's
it.
that, dude. I remember seeing everybody like creaming over that and then creaming over High Rise. I would like be on TikTok and I'd like go a couple and it'd be like, yo, I just checked out this new anime. Y'all gotta check it out. It's on Netflix. It's called High Rise Invasion. It's hilarious. It has great action scenes. It's amazing. The plot line's great. Everybody's great. The characters are awesome. They're super cool shit. I'm like, when? Go ahead.
They had
I don't understand, dude.
Dude, I
Pirates
don't get
had me
it.
fucked up. I
it
don't.
had one good action. It had one good action like frame
Yeah.
of the baseball going through dude's head.
I don't
That
know,
was
man.
it.
I
mean-
seen it so much though. Like
I
even on
mean-
like I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups and there'd be like a post and I'd see the poster of it. I'm like, if they suck it off, I'm about to go ahead myself, dude. And then I'd see the poster, I read their little review, they're like, this is great. It's on Netflix. It's really short. Everybody should watch it. I'm like, why though?
All I'm saying is that High Rise Invasion, go ahead, is the is the purge of anime. And the purge is the purge. It's go ahead.
I feel
But
like
I
even
wouldn't
the
even.
Purge would be better than that.
Right.
Is it?
I don't know.
I-
I've never seen it.
I think
Go ahead.
people should watch High Rise Invasion just as a reference for how
Yeah.
bad an anime can be. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's just like
I'm
that's
fucking-
just like the dumb part of my brain whenever I see a bad comedy, like I see a terrible meal or like some like fucking thing. I was like, yeah, but how bad can it be? You know, like I'm
Right.
privileged. Everything tastes so fucking good all the time. That
Okay.
looks like horseshit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let's go.
I don't know, dude. High Rise has me fucked up. I don't know.
Well,
It's
I don't
not
know
good.
what you mean by that. Like, what do you mean?
It's not good. It's
Oh,
just
okay,
not.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's not
No,
at
no.
all.
And I don't-
There's zero redeeming qualities.
I
About
don't
that
understand
show.
how people enjoy it. Like, I don't.
I need to hear the reasons for it. I need for them to lock in 2 brain cells that they have. okay, and give me a good cohesive reason why they enjoy that show.
Yeah.
High Rise is so bad that in the middle of watching a high dope show like this one, we're just talking about how bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And
Like, I
then-
just feel like I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I think every anime will have a group of people that enjoy it, and that makes me sad because they're just gonna keep like. I bet High Rise comes out with the season 2 when it doesn't deserve it. Like it deserves to be killed and stomped out where it is.
I would
right
be
now.
amazed if they got a season 2.
I bet they do, dude.
I guarantee they will. There's no way they don't. But like, it could get good. Is the thing with High Rise. Like, there's enough in that world that if the author is just like, okay, like, let me just try to write something good with this world, because there's cool aspects to it about like the whole mask being able to unlock abilities and shit like that. The whole like getting closer to God situation. I don't know. There's some cool stuff there,
Yeah.
but it's just so disjointed. It's not
You
good.
talk about like unlocking abilities. I'm imagining like Harris like being like on season 3, like, dude, you got to keep watching it though. When he gets his Bankai, dude, like,
It gets so good, dude.
When the one mask guy looks at the other mask guy and says, don't act like you've already hit level 3 mask. And then he
Right.
goes, mask 3, and then fucking spawns
and
out
the-
a
and the
fucking
other guy,
Cerberus,
Yeah.
dude.
he only has a level 1 mask, but it's always level 1. I don't
Yeah.
get it,
Yeah.
but he's
And
really
then-
strong.
And then there's
And
like
then he
another
says-
guy.
And then he says, did you know that if you wear 2 masks, you can get to level 2?
You
and there's
stole
like-
my shit. You linked brains with me and
Yeah.
stole it. I was gonna say there's a guy and he has a mask on. They're like, oh wow, that's the little bitch level 1 mask. And he's like, oh, is it? And then he pulls the mask off and shows another mask. And he's like, go ahead. And then they're like, oh, that's a level 4 mask.
Oh, he's flooring me right now.
Oh my god, he's level 4 mask, and then he grows really long black hair and he gets red fur all over his body and he grows a tail.
There you go. Maybe this is the worst anime we've watched because we're talking about
Okay,
High
so
Rise right now.
I think High Rise is the worst anime, but it's
Yeah.
worse in a better way.
right. It's funner to talk about.
That's what I'm
it being
saying.
bad.
That's
This
exactly
is just,
why I
this
would
is
watch
just
High Rise over
boring.
this. This
No,
is just boring as dick.
I would not. I would.
I would.
I would not.
I would.
I would not, if we weren't doing a podcast, I would not watch High Rise Invasion over this.
Yeah.
If we're doing it for the podcast, I would
Yeah.
100% rather watch High Rise Invasion
Right.
just because the torture is worth the payoff of having a great podcast episode.
I don't think I would have got through 5 minutes of High Rise if I like didn't have to.
Yeah, after the first like episode, maybe the second. No, I kind of liked the first
I think
couple.
like I think like maybe the like
Yeah, you gave it a dope, you
yeah,
fucking.
I said
I
the
think-
first couple.
I think
yeah.
I think the scene where the one dude, the cop, is like, "Oh, hey, you're a teenage girl. It's time for you to get naked." I would have been like, "Yeah, I'm out here." Like, this is my
It's
style.
not good.
Right.
This is not where I want to be anymore.
This is not good.
Yeah, I don't know. But this I was like, in the 3rd episode, I was like, I'm so far out on whatever is happening right now. Because it doesn't know what it wants to be. This show has no idea what it wants to be. It doesn't want to be like a war show, but like it's set with such a weird thing that it's like this doesn't fit.
It's not good enough to be a war show.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
things like Attack on Titan, that could be a fucking war show. Like their strategies that they devise are, I mean, granted they have the benefit. No, I take that back. They don't have an upper hand with like the aerial movements and stuff because they have fucking mages in this show.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
just so bad, just bad. Just
Yeah.
it's even worse than I originally thought.
Go ahead.
But
And you know what? I'm sick of Kyle, you know? Giving shit like this a dope. You're the reason why shit like this gets made, you know?
I don't, dude.
For idiots that are just like, yeah, it's fine, whatever, dude.
Dude, my honest opinion would be like a 51%, which is still an F, but that's still on the dope half of the scale.
yeah, that's called a low.
I feel like you need to take a class about how binary works and how like 4 is not equal to 2. Because I feel like you don't understand our scale very well.
He doesn't
Yeah,
at
but if
all.
you
But just
divide-
let
if you
him,
divide
just
the
let him
two
do his
into
thing.
two,
You know,
then it's
I'm one
binary.
of the OGs here. I actually been here longer than you. I think Cody asked me before you. But even if he didn't, I understand the system, which is so much better.
You don't get it at all. You're like if it was on a scale of, I don't know, 10, you'd be like, I mean, 5 through 10 is the same as 1 through 5. Like, it's all the
Right.
exact same.
Yeah, all I'm saying is D.
I hate you. I hate you so much,
D
Ron.
for dope. That's what Kyle's saying, dude.
That's where he's at. That's where he's at. Fucking,
Oh,
if it was a
man.
C, choke.
Yeah. D dope, C choke.
Yeah.
That's
You
math.
got me with the war crimes. I don't
That's
know what to
math,
say.
dude. Go
F
ahead.
is folk.
Kyle, you are the war crime of this podcast.
I know.
You're the war crime of my fucking life.
You giving this a dope is a war crime.
Dude, one of these days there's gonna be a trial for me, and they'll be like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I don't know.
All 3 of us will come in and we'll play these 4 episodes of Tanya and be like, he liked this.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Yeah.
Like, you guys aren't like actually accusing him of any crimes. It's like, yeah,
They're
but
like, we're just screaming,
he needs
look
to
at
stop.
it!
We're like, oh no, sorry. You have to watch the entire anime first before you can understand why this is a war crime.
By then they're like, get him out, dude. I don't know.
Like, the episodes finish, we click stop, and we look at the people and go ahead.
Pierre's as a jury. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just get go ahead into a new country or something. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Out
into
of
the
this
fucking-
country, so I don't have to look at you. Go ahead.
Send me to Brazil.
All right, I think that that about wraps up the Saga of Tanya the Evil episodes 5 through 8. Come back next week where we're going to do the final episodes 9 through 12. We're going to get a really nice ending that just brings everything together.
It's going to turn the
gonna be
show
great.
around.
You know, honestly,
Sure
there's
is.
too many threads right now. I don't know how they're gonna wrap it up. So,
It's going to turn the show around.
They'll do it. They'll do it.
you know, there's so many side plots.
God's going to come
Yep.
down. He's going to be like, I've been your dad the whole time. And you're going to be like, oh, shit. And then she's going to pull out a Buster Sword and then cut him in half.
Yep.
And then it's going to say Final Fantasy VIII Midgard. And I'm like, what does that mean? Whoa.
Mhm. Mhm.
Go ahead.
Shout out War Crimes.
Shout out
Shout out,
D for dope and C for choke.
shout out
Also-
Smooth Balls, my guys.
Yeah, shout out Smooth Balls, dude. Like, I know
Yeah.
we already did the Manscaped shit, but that shit for real though.
No,
That shit
for real
good.
though. I've been just I did it, and I'm just having my mind blown constantly.
You're just feeling your
I
balls
can't-
the entire podcast.
Yes,
It
and
makes
I
you want to
can't believe
masturbate more. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I want to jerk off way more.
It was the first thing I did after.
I'm getting hard. I'm getting
ahead.
hard at how good my dick looks now.
All right, we don't
Like,
got to
I
shit
don't
it
even
anymore. We
need
already
for it.
do the ad. If they don't pay us
You
for the
started it.
double ad, then we don't give it to them. I want to jerk off more. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Shout out.
Shout
Shout
out air
out.
drills.
Shout out air drills.
Shout out Snow. Shout out Snow Physiology.
Shout out Independence Day.
Shout out
Oh, fjords.
saying go
Fjords.
ahead.
Shout out
Shout out.
bayonets.
Shout out.
Shout out
This
Magic.
anime ending soon.
Yeah, dude. Shout out
out.
this anime fucking ending soon, dude.
Shout out, my
Yeah,
friend.
shout out this
I love
fucking
it.
anime.